Okay, so there's all kinds of desiderata or errors or omissions in the first video that I've noticed on looking through it. Uh, so, for instance, I could spoke about the philosophy of Überhaupt in connection to Kant, and usually what's said is there's empirical philosophy, and on the other hand, there's the dogmatic philosophy, which didn't always have a bad name, and Kant came out with the critical philosophy. That's what he calls his own philosophy. But I wanted to link Kant's philosophy to Gestalt, to Heidegger, and the Überhaupt is like overhead. So it means something along the lines, if I have a shelf and I'm putting stuff there, that a retail place has overhead. Well, that means sometimes something different. But in any case, and the Weltbild, the world picture, is Kant's, especially in Neo-Kantianism, it becomes more clear that the phenomena lead into a picture like that. But in any case, there's all kinds of saving clauses that I could tack onto the cork bulletin board of the last video, but I'm gonna eschew or abjure doing that because it takes us too far away from the main thrust of trying to think with these thinkers and to philosophize. And even though going into the subtle details is a bona fide part of philosophizing, in this context, I don't want to go over all that stuff. I just mentioned one other thing is that I know that terms like religion in the vernacular we come into some problems when we get into people like Heidegger that use that in the technical sense, and Heidegger says rightly that the Greeks had no religion, and then if you say Socrates in the beginning of the Politeia, the Republic, goes to see Thracian Bandus, which is identified with Artemis, and Artemis is in some way important to Heidegger, and you call that a religious rite or a religious procession at the port at the Piraea. Uh, Questions can be raised there, but I'm aware of a number of things like that in the last video. There's some I'm probably not aware of, but in any case, going forward, I'm going to try to look at some things in Nietzsche's his books that are sometimes translated as unfashionable reflections, untimely reflections, is Unzeitgemaße, and we'll talk about that's another of these issues of the translation and interpretation. Heidegger says they're inseparable. So, but this is also true of how you understand your own Muttersprache, your own native language. So, um, so yeah, in the next coming videos, I'm going to try to do something about Nietzsche's second essay in that work about history.